Hi, my name's Owen.
Jacob.
Nice to meet you. Here's my business card.
Thank you.
It's got my phone number on it, my email, the hours I work, and the days I work as well. Just the generic information on that business card. What do you plan on doing here today?
I need to get my skate sharpened.
Skate sharpen? How'd you hear about me?
Through a friend,
Who is that friend?
Brett Cates.
Brett Cates. All right. Brett's a good friend of mine. I've sharpened his skates for the past 5 years. He was at a local company that was doing them. Didn't really like it. Decided to come here. He ended up liking it, and he never leaves. Even when he goes on trips, he ends up getting them sharpened right before he leaves. Actually, he's in Europe right now, and he sharpened them just before he went to Europe. Can I ask who you sharpened your skates with prior?
The same place as Brett, and I had a bad experience doing it. I didn't play very well. The skates were uneven. They just weren't sharp at all.
Yeah, it seems like that company is not doing so hot right now. How long ago did you get those sharpened there? Or is it more recent?
It was a couple days ago, maybe a week.
Oh, wow. So 4 years ago and just the other day. That's not good. Looks like my top competitor is less of a competition right now. What kind of sharpening do you look to get done? We do 3/4, 1/2 inch, 5/8. Are you a forward defenseman?
Forward.
You're forward? All right. Do you like to skate harder, or do you not like to skate as much?
More of a glide.
More of a glide? All right. So what sharpening are you looking at after I mentioned those earlier?
I think I'm gonna have to go at the 5/8.
5/8? You know what the 5/8 does to you?
Can you explain it?
Yeah, I can explain. So the 5/8 is less of a cut down the middle of the blade here. So it makes your edges less wide, and it makes an easier cut and glide while you're rolling down the ice. That way you don't have to skate as hard like you mentioned.
Do you also profile skates?
I profile skates. I recommend it with some people at the higher level if I can. I like to try and get anybody into a low profile at first and then get them into that. It doesn't change the way we sharpen skates. If you still like the 5/8, we'll still do the 5/8 on the profile. We make sure we stone it down beforehand with a grid stone. I'll show you. So we use one of these bad boys. You can go ahead and take a look at that. Then grind it down on both sides. Start the sharpening. Halfway through the sharpening, we make sure we check it. Make sure it's even. Next, we stone it down with a regular stone. Make sure it's a clean cut. Adjust the wheel properly to make it more perfect. Check it at the end. I put a lubricant on there to protect your product, because it is our service to make sure your product is perfect once it is in our hands back to yours. That being said, the lubricant helps tremendously. I haven't had anybody complain. A lubricant, actually a lot of people like using it before their games, so I've sold them bottles of lubricant on hand alone. I'll show you a product of ours too. We did these at 5/8 as well. Funny you say that. I'll give you an example. Make sure these are even, just so you can see what I'm about to do to your skates before I even touch them. So that's pretty even, right?
Yep.
Make sure you check the front end. We gotta check the front and back. I mean, it's all different. It looks pretty even, huh?
Yep.
All right. So what do you say? You want me to go give it a shot with your skates?
Yes.
All right. Then give me a couple minutes. So now we're halfway through. I stoned it down for you. We're gonna give it a little check here. Show you what we do. Make sure, I like to show my customers as I'm doing it. See how it looks?
Yep.
Does it look perfect?
Yep.
All right. Check the other side real quick. Does it look perfect?
Yep.
All right, perfect. We'll go through one more time to make sure it looks completely good. Slide that lubricant on. We'll be rocking. I just finished up, so I'm gonna make sure, because the blade's still hot. I'm gonna throw this lubricant on. That way we're rocking here. These are all set. I'd hope you give it a try, come back again. Give me your feedback. You have my number and my email if you want to let me know after your first skate or even after your second skate. Send me a text, phone call, email, just let me know how they work.
Will do.
Thank you.
Thank you.